of that particular, don't even blanket over this conversation. They accused me a while ago about bola and fish, right? All right, fine. How trusting are you of the woman who you buy your buka food from? She doesn't have. I can beat my chest and say many of the buka women, many of the women who hawk okpa on the streets of Enugu and Port Harcourt don't have NAFDAC certification. Victor from Room Morning.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Okay, first of all, I want to observe from where you buy that this thing and you observe it, you would have taken it. You would have just taken it as in for evidence as a journalist. But let's go to the main issue on ground. Now, I want you to notice that this is our kind of food. One day I observe a symptom of malaria, so I usually use I don't know if I should call the name of the drug. So I go about from tank. I go say, let me look for the drug, because what I usually do, if I get that drug, if I don't see the scratching, even if I will not scratch it.
Victor, apologies there. Severed communication there. I would like for you to call us back if you can. All right, please, Victor. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003. 90.3 Nigerian phone. Oh, there. That's another drop call scenario. This one here says, Jude, good morning. Well, I have to be honest. I haven't thought much about this, because your description of those fancy pharmacies that we go to is actually a big bother to me. What if they are actually selling medications there that have either expired or have been directed to be sold or removed from their shelves? A lot of us in this country don't do our due diligence. But whose fault is it? Is it really the responsibility of an individual like me to go around and be checking every single sachet of Panadol I buy, or every single sachet of medication I want to give to my child? It isn't. I should be able to have institutions do this for me. What are my taxes for? EB, with that question. That's a good question, EB. What are your taxes for? Do you really need to be going around, with a pair of magnifying glasses, or, do you have to be, poring over every single thing that you buy from pharmacy? How trusting are you? Because let us be honest, I inclusive, a lot of the times I do not check. And if I hadn't had the experience that I shared with you earlier on of going to a very nice looking pharmacy, those pharmacies where there's a big signboard, it's a big glass doorway to come through. There's air conditioner, they have big big banners for different brands and their medication. The staff are all wearing white, they have better looking shoes that I had on, and the perfume. Oh my God. The perfume was really welcoming. It was a very nice place to be sat in. And then these days, a lot of pharmacies don't just sell, your medication. They sell some of your personal effects, toiletries, sanitary pads, even deodorants, right? Bathing soap, and all the other fancy things that women like to, supplements as well. They sell them these days. It's a very interesting space that we operate in, or that's been operated in these days in Nigeria. And then I saw it. I recognized it because, like I said, I had seen NAFDAC's communique about it just about a few days prior. Please, Nigerians, don't buy this soap. Don't buy this deodorant. Don't buy this. Don't buy this, because they have been marked as not suitable for consumption because they have a substance, something, die 1, 2, 3, butane, baba, boo, that is carcinogenic or has been proven in recent studies to be carcinogenic and could affect reproductive health. Yeah, I don't know. Once again, I don't know how many of you got to see that. This was earlier on in the year. And so I called the person who was attending and said, excuse me, please, did you know that this has been flagged and you should take it off your shelf? I called the pharmacist, look at it here. This is it. Please take it off. NAFDAC has given you the directive that it should be taken off shelves. Let me assume you didn't know. But please, now that you know, take it off your shelf. And I got what I wanted and I moved. What if I didn't know? WhatsApp is 0809 416 0809 030 6416 0809 030 6416. Just send us a message on WhatsApp. That's it. Just send us a message on WhatsApp. Don't call the WhatsApp number, please. Now, Ari says, Jude, good morning. I trust 3 pharmacists across where I stay. The reason why I trust them is over the years, they tend to have only very high quality medication. And so they're usually more expensive everywhere else. But it's not just their expense. It's the fact that these people who run these pharmacies, I know them as registered pharmacists. I know they reach their house. So if anything happens to me, I can readily hold them responsible. That's the way I operate. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for other pharmacies. And I agree, Nigerians shouldn't be going around trying to find out every single detail about the medications that they buy. That's NAFDAC's job, for heaven's sakes. Ari, with that comment. Excuse me, still getting over the bug I had a while ago. More messages here. Keep those calls coming through, by the way. 0817-923-0002. 0817-923-0003. Let me quickly get to Facebook and read those comments on Facebook, if there are any. At Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH, all right, is where you'll find us on Facebook and on X. Amechi Ezekiel, your comment is political on a conversation that has nothing, not a single resemblance to anything political right now, right? So please let's try and pay very close attention to all the conversations as they come through. You very much, all right. So once again, let's ask a question just in case you are joining us for the first time this morning. We're talking about trust levels in the pharmacy space. How often do you check the quality of medications that you buy at patent drug stores? How often do you check? How often do you look over, pour over? How often do you go back and say, well, this thing that you gave me, I just realized that it has expired. It expired like 3 months ago. That's what he says, and I shouldn't consume it. Or I just read that you shouldn't be selling it, but man of you are selling it. So please tell me exactly am I to with this lovely information here. How many of us do it? Should you be doing it? Ari says it's not the job of Nigerians. Assuming the agency that's NAFDAC is doing its job properly. People have trust in that particular institution. We shouldn't be, having this conversation in the first place, right? Why should I be looking around, checking if, this brand of paracetamol is better than the next brand of paracetamol? 92.3, good morning. Hello, Port Harcourt.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, please.
Yeah, so the question is, about the question. I check whenever I go to buy drugs or whenever I buy, I check the expiring date like almost every time. That's like my.
What if you were what if you were to buy it from a hospital, the pharmacy inside the hospital? Would you still check?
Of course, I would still check. I would still check, and if there's like any information, of course, I would ask like the hospitals or the doctor why the drug has, like, why it is not where it should be, right?
How would you know the way it should be, though? I'm curious.
Like, you, when you look at medicine, or when you, or like how you have been buying, and then you see that what you bought from there is not what you are used to. Of course, you would ask now. But like, you read up these things online or check about
Okay.
things.
Okay.
Right? So yeah.
Okay. So you regularly check. That's what you're saying. But now let me ask you. Now, do you prefer to buy your medications from a pharmacy that they have AC and the female staff are wearing blue uniforms and they all have big hips, or do you like to buy from a pharmacy where it's just two guys and they're selling to you from a protective fence so that you don't come and rob them? Where are you most comfortable with?
That's a very.
You see now, your bias has come. Let's be honest. Usually, when you go to a pharmacy, you like to buy from those very fancy looking pharmacy shops now, don't you?
Oh, of course, because it feels like they are the ones that knows what they are doing. But someone, no matter how they are dressed, and what the ones that will trust the most.
Yeah. Well, is this more? She's not wrong. It's and you are more likely to believe that. But what if? What if, like I said, in my experience, in 100 years, that particular pharmacy that I visited, I found that particular anomaly. I wouldn't have expected it. In fact, I felt that type of pharmacy should be abreast. They should be getting regular updates. Apart from NAFDAC giving us updates as a populace, NAFDAC also have disseminated that kind of information to maybe PFN, as Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Pharmaceutical Society, PSN, sorry, and other channels. 90.3. Good morning. Hello, Port Harcourt.
Okay, Jude, I call back.
Yes, please.
It's Victor.
Go on, Victor.
Okay, Jude, I have a concern because I was listening. Now, I have a concern with Nigeria. This is the way we are. We sabotage everything. Dude, I want to tell you something here because I listen to people who are trying to blame NAFTA that is not a concern of Nigeria. Now, I have a conversation with a policeman who was talking to me and said, look, if police will have to do their job, how many people will be able to go out of their house? And I listened to him and I think deeply into it.
Okay.
Now, how do I think deeply into it? Now, look at this conversation now. How many of the most concerned people are listening to it? And now we have in Nigeria that when you do this, they say, okay, can we allow the NAFDAC to do their work, the job? Do we think, if NAFDAC, okay, is it not because of